Hey, what's going on, guys? Moab here, and welcome back to another video on Destiny on PS4. And today I'm just going to be going over with you guys the list of the primaries and secondaries that I'm going to be taking the first swings with in the Crucible tomorrow when the weapon patch 2.5.0.2 comes out. Oh, what a mouthful. Okay, so I've gathered here just the primaries and secondaries that I think would definitely go well in using tomorrow's with tomorrow's patch and that kind of stuff, or the ones I'm going to try at least. And then I'm not too sure about heavy weapons. Pretty sure there's not a whole lot of changes going on there, so I didn't change up the loadouts with any of that. But here I do have some nice picks. So we're going to start out with the primaries here. And the first one I have is the Suros regime. But you know what? Instead of this, we're going to do focused fire on this thing, because the slower fire rate auto rifles are going to get that buff. So if that gun has the slower fire rate on it with the focused fire, it is going to cause additional damage plus the added precision damage that they're going to be adding to it. So that's going to make it crazy ridiculous potentially. And then I've just got 3 hand cannons here. We got the Hawk Moon, the Thorn, and Lord High Fixer. Lord High Fixer I actually did a video on recently, so you guys would have seen that potentially by now. I'm not exactly sure if I think I've uploaded it by now. And then I have this gun is crazy, by the way. That's why I mentioned it. Then we have the Thorn. I just love this gun in general. And then Hawk Moon, using this dude today, just laying people out in the Crucible with this loadout. Field Choke and Hammer Forged. Oh my lord, it's not even funny. But then we're going to move on to pulse rifles. I have Hopscotch Pilgrim. I just have one of them in my inventory right now, but I have millions of Hopscotch Pilgrims in my vault. Oh, that's a mouthful. I have like 4 or 5 of them, and they're like crazy easy to get. And this is just the roll that I got most recently with Secret Round and Glass Half Full. And then we have Hand Laid Stock and Small Bore. So that is really nice. So this is Secret Round, Hand Laid Stock, and Glass Half Full. Those are going to be some really good perks for me tomorrow, I think. I'm not exactly sure. I can't tell you guys for sure, but I just think, I've always loved the Hopscotch Pilgrim. I try to use it anytime I can. But when I was just getting mowed over by Clever Dragons, it wasn't even worth it, so I switched to hand cannons, and I even used the Clever Dragon for a little bit, as you guys saw in a couple videos. But that's all going away now. And so then the next one I have is the 0 Day Dilemma, this auto rifle. So it has focused fire on it as well. So hopefully focused fire, will give me extra bonus damage on top of what they're giving us. Then it has rifle barrel and small bore, so it's not too bad. Although its magazine size is 24. So I'm probably not gonna go with small barrel or small bore on that unless I can get auto rifle reloader on my gauntlets. So I need to look and see if I have any gauntlets with auto rifle reloader, and just make sure I have all the reloaders really in my inventory ready. And then I have a hidden hand here as the final perk. So better target acquisition, why not? And then let's see, it has red dot ORA, so not too good. Steady hand IS, this one's pretty good for me. I enjoy being able to optimize recoil control. And then we have OEG rifle scope, improved optics, improved range. This one's not too bad. Mainly I like to go with some iron sights though, or something that is like a small tiny box on top, like what the Suros has there. That one's not too bad. Then we have the Waltz. This gun it's fairly decent. Okay, when it first started to build up some hype, people were pretty excited about this thing, and I see why. It does have the potential to be a really devastating weapon. And so the one that I have here is Flared Magwell, Quick Draw, Perfect Balance, Outlaw, and Rangefinder. So I was thinking about running the Flared Magwell, obviously, or maybe even Quick Draw. I don't know if I feel the weapon draws too slow. I'll look. And then probably Outlaw on this, and then Rangefinder, because I'm pretty good. Because like right here, Sure Shot AS, excellent handling. That one's going to be the best one when I'm looking to improve my recoil control ability, and it gives me superb target acquisition. So, and when I was using this gun before, it wasn't too bad. And now the final one that we have is the Shadow price. Now, this is the only roll that I have on this weapon. I think I did have another one at one time, but I probably dismantled it. It does have red dot ORS1, steady hand IS, and ranged lens. What was it? RLS3. And then it has spray and play, speed reload, feather mag, small bore, and Eye of the Storm. So we're probably going to be running these top 3 across here. Obviously, we're going to run this first one and this last one here, but I think I'm going to run speed reload because I do not want to drop down that magazine size anymore because that's going to hurt. Being less than 25, I don't even know what that's at. Alright, but that is crazy. I guess I can go ahead and show you guys what I have on my Lord High Fixer here. I haven't done anything to it yet, so it just has True Sight IS on. And then we have Fast Draw IS, and then Quick Draw IS. We have Rangefinder, Hand Loaded, Reinforced Barrel, Injection Mold, and Grenadier. I'm not too big of a fan of Grenadier, but it's the only Lord High Fixer I have, so I'll have to do. Then we have the Thassan FR4. That's the one that Zer brought just last Wednesday. And it comes with Army of One, Accelerated Coils, Injection Mold, Underdog, and Danger Close. With Flash HS and Spark IS6. So this one is not too bad. I've been using quite a bit in a Crucible. Swapping it in and out with the 77 Wizard. They're both really good feature rifles. Hopefully after tomorrow's patch, they will be even better when fighting against the shotguns. So next we're going to move on to the sidearms. I have an Anton's Rule, the Iron Wreath D, one of the most wanted sidearms in the game of Destiny for some reason. When it came out in the first week of Iron Banner there, pretty good. And then we have the Jabberwocky D. This one is really good actually because it came with high caliber rounds on it. So I'm pretty excited about that. So we have Zen Moment, Hot Swap, and high caliber rounds plus Steady Hand IS. This is a good loadout for me because I love Hot Swap because you get the brief period of bonus accuracy when you pull out this weapon. It's actually really good and very noticeable. You can definitely tell the drop off between the period of the bonus accuracy and when it's not occurring. So it's definitely a bonus. And then we have Zen Moment, just causing weapon damage, increased stability. That's even more amazing with the Hot Swap and high caliber rounds to stagger targets. With this excellent recoil control, it's perfect loadout for me. Then we have the Iron Wreath D with Steady Hand IS again, Quick Draw IS, Surrounded, Relentless Tracker, and then we have Snapshot, Skipjack rounds, and a Pendant Magazine. Now, I like Skipjack rounds just because they look cool, and it gives you a little bit more range than anything else. And then Surrounded is not too bad. I could have gotten a better roll. Relentless Tracker is pretty good. Especially when you're trying to chase somebody down. Then we'll move on to the Anton's Rules. We have Steady Hand IS, Fast Draw IS, Quick Draw IS, with Mulligan, Army of One, Snapshot, Lightweight, and Hidden Hand. Now these top 3 right here, this is a pretty good roll. Mulligan, especially if you're into just like shooting people down with this thing and you miss a couple shots every once in a while, it's gonna refund those back to you. Snapshot just aims incredibly fast, and Hidden Hand gets you that better target acquisition. And then I guess I should go over these 2 really quick, since I did talk about them. So we have Red Dot ORS, True Sight IS, and Red Dot ORS1 on the 77 Wizard. We have Rangefinder, Enhanced Battery, Hand-Laid Stock, Armor Piercing Rounds, and Last Resort. Now I run Rangefinder, Hand-Laid Stock, and Last Resort on here for a couple of reasons. Hand-Laid Stock here increases the stability. And this is something that I really like so that I don't have to snap it back to wherever it is. And especially when you're firing it and you're letting all of those bursts go out. You know how it does like a whole cluster of fusion bullets or whatever you're going to call them. Then it's not going to swing around as much and it's going to have a tighter spread on it, is what I'm really trying to say. And that makes it much more lethal and deadly, definitely. Even though you reduce the range, these things are already short on range, but that's why you have Rangefinder. So when you ADS with this weapon, it increases the effective range. So Rangefinder paired with Hand-Laid Stock, it kind of negates the reduced range part, because then you're aiming down. I'm almost always aiming down sights with these things, unless I just whip it out, I turn around a corner, and I just charge it up and spray somebody over. And then we have Last Resort. And this weapon handles and reloads faster when the wielder is the last living player of their fire team. Doesn't really help a whole lot in PvP, but you know, it's there, so it is what it is. And then the final one, we have each new day. So I haven't used this one a whole ton actually, even though I believe it does have better. I thought it had. Which one? It has a better impact. Oh no, it has less an impact but more recharge rate. That's right. That's right. Better charge rate. So I have yet to use this one, so I don't know whether the charge rate is all that much quicker. But let's just go over the perks here. So we have MD Reflex, Red Dot ORA, and then OEG. So I really don't take a whole lot of look into these. These two seem to be the same. MD Reflex, that one doesn't look too bad over here. You see where it's like this. I like to look for a sight that's like that, where it doesn't have a whole lot around it, so that I can see outside of the sight as well as down the sight. And then we have Unflinching, and then Life Support, and then in the middle, Braced Frame and Snapshots. That's actually pretty good because that almost maxes it out there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There it is. It almost maxes it out there, so that's pretty crazy. And then you have Rangefinder. Again, just fantastic perk to have on these fusion rifles. And I'm also going to be taking my longbow with me. Obviously, I need to have a sniper with my ambush SLH25, long view SL20, and Sightsys SLS20. And then we have underdog, skip track round, snapshot, casket mag, and spray play. Now the whole reason I run skip track rounds is just because I don't want to decrease anything. Snapshot, aiming this weapon is incredibly fast, but it decreases range by a tad. But then with the ceramic rounds, we can possibly hit somebody around corners, or if we miss, it might bounce back and hit them. Then I have my Matador 64 with my close and personal on it. So I have smooth ballistics, field choke, aggressive ballistics, cascade, hammer forge, quick draw, small bore, and close and or personal. Now this right here is the roll that I am loving so much right now. It is currently the best roll on the Matador that I have. So Cascade, whenever you're getting that melee kill, it gets you a portion of damage back, or it gives you a portion of the weapon's magazine back. And then Close and or Personal does a short period of 25% bonus melee damage after landing a hit with this weapon. So if I shoot somebody and then I punch them, it's going to be bonus damage on the punch, and it's going to refill a bit of my magazine, so that's always fantastic. And then Hammer Forge, just for that improved range, and Smooth Ballistics for the increased range as well. So, what else? Oh yeah, we have the 1,000-yard stare. Now this thing is coming quite handy. So we have the Texas SLS-15, the Longview SLR-10, and then the Sightsys SLS-20. And then on the perks, I have Partial Refund, Perfect Balance, Reinforced Barrel, Mutiny, and Firefly. Now this Partial Refund and Firefly here, matched with Perfect Balance, this is really good. I enjoy using this one. If only I had a shorter zoom scope, although the Texas is not too bad. I mean, I have the Longview SLR-10. It's a low view scope, but I kind of like the Texas because it just looks nicer. Plus, it gives you, like, even if you're in close quarters combat, it's not too bad of a sight to where it's, like, super far away from you, right? And then we have Partial Refund. I definitely miss a lot of shots on a sniper when I'm getting really far away from people, so that's just helpful in general, especially if I'm just trying to pull off, like, a quick peek around the corner and hit somebody from like a little bit of a distance. Then I'm gonna need that Partial Refund because I'm gonna miss a couple shots, like one or two. And then we have Perfect Balance, so it has extremely low recoil, so I can get off another shot pretty quickly afterwards. And Firefly does the precision kills with this weapon damage, cause the target to explode, and so that deals some area of effect damage to other people around them. So with that being said, as you guys can see here, I am on my Titan. I think I'm going to stream tomorrow when I get on Destiny to start to play some. I'm not exactly sure if that will be occurring or not, but just watch out for it on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MoabBeach. It's down in the description below, or you guys can just type that into your web browser somewhere, or look me up on the Twitch app, whatever you guys decide to use. And yeah, so I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. This did help some of you guys try to figure out, what weapons you guys want to use tomorrow when the balance drops. So what you're going to be looking for really here is slow rate of fire auto rifles. Well, auto rifles in general, really. Auto rifles are going to be pretty good. Slow rate of fire pulse rifles. The high rate of fire pulse rifles are getting a nerf to the rate of fire. And you're going to be wanting to look for sidearms, because sidearms will be the only weapons to keep their special weapon ammo now, upon death. So, that is it for this video, guys. As I said, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy. Like the video if you do enjoy and want to see some more from Destiny, and I will talk to you guys next time. Until then, see you guys later.